Okay, now let's move on. So over here, it's compulsory to turn on your video or mute your microphone. Use the chat function if you like to do any of the following, right? So if there's anything urgent, please raise your hands and wait for the teacher's permission to unmute yourself. I think this one, most of you know the rules already, so I don't want to go through so much about it. Particularly, I think if you need to go on a toilet break, just inform me through chat, or you can just basically just, quickly go and come back. I'm sure within a 1.5 hour period, you shouldn't be going to toilet that often. Yeah, but of course, I also understand that sometimes you need to answer nature's call. Okay, so then yeah, so that's about it. But all in all, basically, it's just to be mindful, be respectful to each other, right? Oh wait, Vaishnavi, I don't know. Okay, maybe I will just disable annotations. Okay. Now, the reason why I disable annotation is because even if I were to enable it, whatever you've written on the screen will not be saved because it's under Zoom. Okay. So usually what I'll do is I will annotate. If you have any answers, you can just let me know. I will annotate for you. Yeah. Okay. Wait, hold on. No. I'm not gonna approve control over the screen. Let me just give me some time. Wait. Is someone controlling the screen? Hmm? Okay, let me try again.
Oh my Jesus Christ. Where's the sharing screen?
Yeah, because just now I think somebody took over my screen.
Wait,
Okay, never mind. I have already disabled control.
let's go.
Okay, now will we be going to Yan Wong's house later? Right? So will is actually positive connotation. So usually if it's like in this kind of scenario, you will then write the opposite, right? So will you be going to Yan Wong's house later? So no I, because it's will. So the opposite of will be, okay, someone type in the chat, is it? Let me see. Won't. Yes, Shining. Very good. Okay. No, I won't, because won't is the opposite of will. Now for this one is if you put it in not in contraction, all these are what we call contractions. Okay. Actually, contractions can only be used in informal writing or informal speech, or if you are writing dialogues. So this one is actually do not. This one is actually did not. And of course, this is will not. Won't is actually will not. Okay, so the opposite of did not will be did. Opposite of do not will be do. Opposite of would not will be would. And opposite of will not will be will. So since in this case, it's will you be going? So no, I won't, because won't is the opposite of will. Understand? Any questions for this one? No? Everybody clear? Okay, now let's move on. Was Rachel in class this morning? Okay, so was she in class this morning? So to answer this, actually there isn't. Yes, Vaishnavi, would you like to try?
Yeah, how to find out this question is it's not is or did because you started with was. They started with was, so it's not supposed to be is or did. We must check if it's past tense or present tense. It's saying this morning, so it's not past tense, which is C. So the answer is A.
Okay, you say it's not past tense, but was and were are both past tense, right? So why is it?
They're telling that one person.
Correct. It's because it's Rachel. Rachel is singular. So was. So yes, she was. Right? The answer is A. Yes, she was. Okay, was Rachel in class this morning? Yes, she was. Okay, next question. Daniel won a mobile phone. What a lucky draw. Okay. So in this case, this is no longer the same question type. This one is basically a preposition. When we are talking about lucky draw, okay, what is the preposition that we use? We want something. Any volunteers? Yes, Peng Yun.
Daniel won a mobile phone in a lucky.
Very good. Actually, all these are prepositions. Okay. In, at, on, by. Yeah, it's just which one is the most suitable preposition to use. Okay, so Daniel won a mobile phone in a lucky draw. That's that. Yeah, in a lucky draw. So over here. Oh, okay. I just saw Shiloh's answer as well in the chat. Yes. Okay. So it's basically to see which one is most suitable. Now, how do you use in? In usually is indicating a location or position within or inside something. Okay. Then that within or inside. So in this case, a lucky draw is within or inside. But if it is at, then it's expressing a location at a particular position. But because it's a lucky draw, it doesn't really have a particular position. Okay, so the answer is A, which is in. Okay, now next one. Did you notice a shadow flitting what the stage in the middle of the performance? Okay, again, all these are your prepositions, right? So what do we mean by flitting? Okay, flitting means something is moving swiftly, which means very quickly and lightly. Okay, so the shadow is moving very quickly, very swiftly, and very lightly, right? What the stage in the middle of the performance? Did you notice a shadow flitting? What the stage in the middle of performance? So what do you think is the preposition to use? Yes, Shiloh, I just saw your answer as well. It is C, across, okay? So same thing, all these are your prepositions. And the prepositions here, you will have to see which one is the most suitable. Okay, of course, on the stage means it's not moving, right? If it's on, means it's just, it's just on top, right? It's just above something. So in this case, it's moving. It's something that's moving. So it has to be across because there's a movement there. Of course, you can use through, but the thing is through usually is referring to something that is moving from one side and out from another. It's like a tunnel, for example. So it's not so suitable to describe shadow because the shadow is fleeting. Okay. So in this case, it's not through, and of course, it's not onto. Onto is quite similar to on. It's basically on top of something. Any questions so far? Rashika, you okay? Okay. He has not sent any emails. What, a whole week? Wei Hong, can you please stop spamming messages inside? Because it's very disruptive. Yeah, if not, I might just have to, disable you from sending messages. Okay. All right. Now let's go back to the question. So in this case, So it's the same thing actually. All these are different prepositions. So in this case, we're talking about sending emails, right? So sending email for. So for is it basically tells you that there's a purpose. Okay, there's a purpose or a reason. Okay, there's a purpose or a reason for something. Yeah. Okay. So in this case, it's for a whole week because there's a purpose, there's a reason. Of course, like at, I think we spoke about at just now. At is basically at a specific location. Okay. At is at a specific location. Yes, Vaishnavi, you have a question.
They said she has not sent any E, then they put a hyphen mails. Why?
Yeah, basically email. E stands for electronic mail. So the hyphen is basically like, it's just to show that is email. It's like a short form for that. Yeah. Okay. So for at, like I said, okay, the preposition at is to express a location or arrival in a particular place or position. Okay. Then for on, okay. Then for at as well, actually at can also express time. So what time are you going to the football match? So express a time. So you can express a time when an event takes place. Okay, so that's at a particular time, at a particular place, right? So in this case, because we're talking about an entire week, we hardly use at for this. Okay, now when it comes to on means it must be physically in contact. That means it's on top of something, must be in contact and supported by a surface. Okay, so that's basically on. And by, okay, by is also a preposition, right? Basically by, like for example, by the river. Okay. So how should I put it? It's something like how something is processed. Okay, it's basically how things are processed. Are we okay? Everybody? Yeah? Okay. So basically that's that. And yeah, so this one is for because it's for an entire week. Right? So C. Any questions so far for your grammar? No? Okay. We're going to move on next to visual text. Just to give you a background, visual text is in your section A of your paper 2. Okay, it's usually the last section in your paper 2, and it comprises of 8 questions. So it's a total of 8 marks, and they are all MCQ questions for PSLE. Okay, so the thing about visual text is I think a lot of times you must be able to identify 3 things: the purpose, the audience, and the context. So the purpose basically means who are they, why? Okay, purpose means the reason. The reason why are they creating such a piece of visual text, right?